We are now living post-pandemic, and as women, we find ourselves in the middle of the great breakup. Women are demanding more from work, and they're leaving their companies in unprecedented numbers to get it. Today, I'm speaking with Lesley Conway, CEO of Mindshare Canada. We're going to talk about how we can empower the next generation of up-and-coming female leaders to know, understand, and ask for their value. Thank you for being here, Lesley.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
So, we could say the pandemic and remote work has brought our personal lives to the forefront of work, and it helped bring everyone's more authentic self to work. So what should employers be doing to continue supporting their people showing up authentically?
I think if you want authenticity, you've got to give it. People are going to feed off of one another. I think becoming more human and having more connection points is important for any company right now. But we're asking people to make a change again. There's the 90-21 rule. 21 days to form a habit, 90 days to form a lifestyle. We've had 3 years of lifestyle. And it was taking care of kids and homework and working and household. And we've changed the way that we do things. We've changed the way that we operate, and we changed the way we think about what is success. And so people are going to go, women are looking for places where they can find that right mix of, work-life balance again.
So, a lot of people, you've heard the saying, fake it till you make it. I'm sure you've been in that position. I know I've been in that position. I mean, you've got to do what you have to do to make yourself successful. That's just the way it is. But what advice would you give to women in a similar situation that feel that they have to fake it to make it?
I think faking it's really a better word for it is opportunity, right? Opportunity doesn't present itself if you don't earn it. So I think rather than thinking about faking it, it's like, just like anything else. We're going to get it done because as women, that's sort of the attitude. Nobody else is going to take care of it. Let's just get it done. And so we're so busy getting it done that we think we're faking it. And it's that imposter syndrome.
I was just about to say that. It's that nagging imposter syndrome that keeps twirling around in our brain.
Yeah. And I think you have to find a way to make it a strength. When you get that awful gut, visceral reaction to something, you have to stop and go, nobody's going to figure out that I don't know what I'm doing because I actually do know what I'm doing. And I do know how to get this stuff done. And you've got to turn it into a strength. And I think, we're so hard on ourselves and we're so worried about, failing. And it's not about failing. If you fail, great, learn something from it.
Right.
It's all about, it has to be okay. If we're talking about being our authentic selves, we have to say sometimes you can't and sometimes you can, but it's what you learn from it and finding strength in that weakness.
It's interesting that you talk about failing because no one wants to fail, but I keep saying that you need to keep failing because it ends up building upon your foundation so that you can actually find your own success.
Yeah, but it's how you learn.
Yeah, but people walk away from it because they think, I can't fail, this is bad.
Well, I think it's Facebook if you're not failing, you're not growing. You're not learning, right? You're not building because you can't find something, you can't innovate without failing first.
Yeah,
you've got
absolutely.
to know what it is and have like a basis to grow on.
So, have you seen a change in gender roles from pre to post pandemic now?
I think we're back. I think we've set ourselves back a bit, like probably 30 years on some of the gender equity that we had begun to make. Frontline workers tend to be women. Some of those lower level jobs tend to be women who've come in sort of later into the workforce, and they were the first ones to go home. And I think bringing women back and giving them the security to know that it's okay. Let's make this look the way that we need it to look. This is no longer a 9-to-5 punch in, punch out world. This is return to work, but in what way? What does that look like? And I think each company, each person has to figure out what that's going to be for them. For us, we've gone to a prescribed 3-day week. We say it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're not saying punch in at 9 and punch out at 5. It's let's figure out how we get there. As I said before, we've been living a certain way. It's not going to change overnight, and it's uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. So how are we, showing up for our people and letting them find a pathway to getting there, to being there, and being there with intention on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and what that means. We've forgotten what that can mean.
This is true. And you are so on point when you say change is difficult. People get settled into a pattern. People get settled into their life. People get settled into their desk at work. We've all seen that change can happen. It can happen quickly, not as easily, But we are really good at adapting, and that's something that we need to give ourselves credit for.